he cheats people. I said, I don't believe that.
Y que la mucha gente hablaba mal de él. You know what? It is so. That's in Spanish. Cuando andas arriba, todo el mundo habla mal de ti. When you're on top, everybody talks bad about you.
That's what I'm doing, but I took up for him, you know, and he liked that. So Sammy did. He called. He said, "I'll show you everything I do."
Que Sammy le enseñó muchas cosas también.
So he showed me how he done it.
Okay.
And I said, "Well, you do right reverse what people do."
So then he puts some moisture and then starts taking it out the last
He
day.
gets there, he
keeps
starts
them dry
dipping.
as a bone, and then he soaks them at the pit.
Yeah, if it starts raining, you're still gonna be out in the
Y
rain.
empieza a llover ahí en Sunset. I remember you say that. Bueno, dicen que cuando empezaba a llover en Sunset, que todo el mundo metía los gallos y él los sacaba a la lluvia. That's true, Brent. When everybody at sunset it starts raining, everybody start bringing the roosters in and he bring them out.
Yes.
Que él los sacaba a la lluvia, el Sammy.
You walk in his cockhouse, it's like a fog. You can't even see the keep stall.
Dice Brent que entrabas a su gallera y estaba como un chico de humedad adentro.
He doing something right.
Que hace algo bien. So, Mr. Alexander, what lines do you use right now? What do you have, the hatches?
I took that claret rooster. I told you, Mr. Griffin said I
Yes,
caught
sir.
it Sunset, and I come home, and it's late in the year. It was in June, and I said, "This rooster's so good. Everybody tried to buy him from him. I gotta breed him to something."
Dice que le dijo a Griffith que este claret que jugó en Sunset que le dijo, este gallo es muy bueno para no meterle algo. And what did he say?
So I said, "Well, I gotta breed him something." So I'm walking around looking and thinking, and I see my wife. I had some roundheads in it, and I told her if they go setting, put them out on short pins, small pins,
Okay.
on the grass. So she,
Que eran junio y que dijo, pues, hay que meterle algo y tenía unas gallinas cabeza redonda que se las metió. So then you got him to that roundhead?
I said, I'm gonna breed him that roundhead and move him around every day and get the eggs off the ground.
Okay.
I must have won 30 or 40 straight fights with them.
Que dice que ganó 30, 40 peleas.
Just a lucky mate.
Eh?
Couldn't get one whipped.
Wow. You still have that same cross?
Yeah.
Wow. Are they as good as that first cross?
Here's what I done. I seen that worked. So I've started breeding a roundhead to the clarets and
Okay.
claret to the roundhead.
Que dice que le funcionó muy bien eso, que
Well,
empezó a echarle el clarete al roundhead y al revés también.
And where I could see that the roundhead's cock, you wouldn't get a few fights out of him because he'd go back in quick.
The roundhead.
Yeah, the roundhead.
Dice que con el roundhead eran muy encimosos y más podía ganar una vez nomás.
So the Griffin Claret, you could fight 7, 8 time winners out of
Que
it.
con los claretes lo puedes jugar 7, 8
Now,
veces.
when they cripple one, they're not going nowhere. They sit there and watch him die.
So how'd you fix that? You just added more claret blood to the cross, or?
And I just kept breeding the clarets. The Griffin roosters won't go in.
Okay.
So I just bred that and then breed as many of the roundheads. Because I could win the same amount of fights, but I'd get them crippled.
So how'd you cross the clarets then? Just pure? Fought them pure?
Well, you could fight them pure.
But to... Te estoy preguntando que cómo usaron clarets, dice que con los cabezas redondas que le jugaban muy bien. But the half and halves were too aggressive too?
No, the half and half wasn't aggressive.
Oh, they were good?
They were our claret rooster.
With the roundhead hens, right?
Roundhead hens.
The other way around, they were too good.
You rush back in.
Dice que la cruza que les funcionaba mejor era el clarete gallo sobre las gallinas roundhead y que así salían más el papá. So you still have the same clarets right now?
Yeah, I got the same ones come from Mr. Griffin.
Oh, wow. And they're the same ones that your daddy's got,
Only
right,
difference
Brett?
is Big Jim got his from Blondie, and he got his from Griffin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I got some from Blondie too along. Blondie knows more about chicken than anybody.
Yeah. That's
If I got in trouble about something, I'd ask Blondie.
Dice que cuando tenía problemas con algo o una pregunta le hablaba a Blondie. So you got the clarets, you got the roundheads or laces, right?
At least, yeah.
Where'd they come from?
Carl Davis, was a guy that was, Judge Lacey was a federal judge, and he couldn't go to the fights.
Dice que él los agarró de Carl Davis, los Roundheads, que era que Lacey, Judge Lacey era un juez federal y no podía ir a las peleas. So then what happened then?
Well, Carl Davis would fight the Roosters for Judge Lacey,
Okay.
and so Carl went and had him. But this Harold and them would, when I first started with Harold, they'd have him roundheads up there, and he'd talk how good them roundheads was. But at the last, they'd lose. They worked them, see. Too much. You can't work around.
Dice que no eran muy ganadores porque los trabajaba mucho, los Roundheads.
They was working them all the time.
Right.
When Carl Davis got hired that Red Roland, you remember him? Boy named Red Roland, Indiana. He hired him, and he was lazy as hell, and he wouldn't work. So they won, got the win.
Dice que se lo dieron a otra persona. Who was that person? Who was that person? What was his name again?
Carl, the
The
Red Roland.
Que se lo dieron a Red Roland para cuidarlos y que Roland era bien huevón, entonces, pero eso le benefició a los gallos eso porque los Roundheads de él, si los trabajas muchos, no sirven para nada. So because I helped him out for being lazy.
There's one like hell in.
Que sí ganaban ya entonces.
He started winning with them. But to start with, I mean, Curtis would work the shit out of them, and he'd wear them down at the last. Mr. Griffin, he wouldn't work no roosters.
Griffin Warren?
No.
Dice que Griffin no trabajaba los gallos. Now, when you say work the roosters, I mean, fly the rooster.
I would tell you what he would do. He'd keep his rooster out there in the fly pens, Mr. Griffin, because I'd go in down there and picking up roosters and back and forth continuously. Because I'd watch everything he had down there. You couldn't get in his cock out.
Oh,
you couldn't get in Blondie's cock out.
Dice que Griffin no los trabajaba mucho y que
Blondie learned from Griffin.
right, que Blondie aprendió de Griffith, pero que eran muy secretivos. But they taught you everything. They wouldn't keep any secrets from you.
Do what now?
They wouldn't keep any secrets from you. They taught you everything.
No, they wasn't keeping no chickens from me.
No secrets from you. I mean, they taught you everything.
They tried. I learned from them the hard way.
Okay.
So I just observe, and they say, we're coming over here and we're going to have a party, and they said, we'll bring Ray with us if you don't care. I said, no, don't bring Ray, because he'll ask you too damn many questions.
Dice que tuvieron una fiesta una vez Roland y Griffith y que le dijeron, traemos a Ray. Y digo, no lo traigas porque es muy preguntón.
So he'll ask you too damn many questions. So I didn't get invited to go around there. But I'd see what they had in there around the thing. And Mr. Griffin, he'd take all the chucks out, and when he's going to fight the rooster, and he just let them sit up on the pole, and he just where he get them out. And so I said to myself, "My God, he must be right." And so I started doing that in the Philippines.
Just not working them at all.
No, I didn't work. Never worked with them, just sparring. And
Now,
working and bench working them all, kill a rooster.
dice que si lo trabajas mucho un gallo en la mesa lo matas. So you think rotating is better then?
You can move them around outside, it's all right, but you better not be working one in there.
Dice que lo mejor es
Especially that
frotar
last
un gallo.
week. Leave them out there for a week at least.
Y dice que lo mejor es dejarlos una semana afuera, más relajados. Do you believe in sparring?
Yeah.
How many times do you spar during a keep? When you
I'll spar them 2 or 3 times.
During the keep?
Yeah.
So once a week?
Yeah.
Que él los topa una vez a la semana. Do you believe in sparring the same day, or you don't like to spar on the same day of the fight?
No, I spar them the day of the fight sometimes.
Dice que a veces también los topa el día de la
That don't
jugada.
hurt. That don't hurt one.
It actually helps him, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Y le digo que para mí les ayuda cuando los topan a mí.
Yeah, I just
El día
learned
de la jugada.
Henry Wortham was the best chicken man in the country.
Who was?
Henry Wortham.
Que Henry Warren, que era también un buen gallero también.
He knows more about chicken than anybody living. His pool would bring 3 times as more as anybody else's there.
Que la gente siempre apostaba a sus gallos.
So Harold would lend me out to learn from him.
So Harold Brown would,
He let me go with Henry. He was old then, and barely could get around. So he loaned me out to work for him.
Y lo mandó con él para que aprendiera.
And listen to this, he'd take his roosters out, and he'd have me, said, you come up here about dark, we're going to go out there, and you find me them orange trees out there, and a roost to put them chickens on. So we'd mud them on, he said, they'd be here at 4 o'clock in the morning, and we'll get them off. And that's what we done.
Okay.
Everybody else's roosters would be in them houses all that long, and they'd be all to pieces. Henry's would be fresh. That's how you won all them fights.
Dice que tiene...
He had asked him to write the rules, and they never have been changed.
So how do you keep a rooster fresh? I don't understand that.
You put him out in the night air.
Ah, dice que la primera gente, los gallos los ponía en un cuarto para descansar los últimos días, que él los dejaba fuera en los voladeros. So you think it's better to rest a rooster outside in the night air than it is in a room?
Sure. It's better in them houses.
Dice que para él es mejor tener un gallo descansando afuera en un voladero que en un cuarto. Because he's fresh, right?
And he's fresh, and he's got that dew and night air on him all the time out there. And that's where Harold, first thing I know, he got his out there at night, too, roosting.
A question, how many times did you go to the Philippines?
I stayed over there for about 6, 7 years. My daughter, I got a daughter from the Philippines. I had her while I was over.
So you were busy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Dice, le pregunté que cuándo vez fue a las Filipinas. Pues tengo una hija de allá.
But the Filipinos ain't nobody that can ever go over. You hear the Americans talk this and that, but you don't never see none of them after the first day.
Dice que los filipinos,
They all get
que
their
todos
ass
van allá, todos los gringos van para las Filipinas a pensar que van a ganar, pero que nadie gana. They're tough, huh? They're good breeders and they're good
They're the
feeders.
best chicken people in the world.
Dice que los filipinos son los mejores galleros del mundo. Who's tough over there right now?
All them Filipinos are tough.
Les voy a preguntar que por qué son tan duros los filipinos. Why are they so tough?
They just got more sense than we got. The first thing, they warm their rooster up. Well, if you go to thinking, a boxer warms up, he fights 3 minutes in the dressing room, shadow boxing. But when he comes in the ring, he's already sweating. They don't fight him cold.
Dice que los filipinos, bueno, que un
They're gonna
boxeador,
warm that rooster up.
but they warm for a while, huh? For
They
long.
warm, they get him hot. When they bring him in there, he's cold. He ain't not no moisture in him.
Dice que ellos lo chían mucho los gallos, o sea, antes de la pelea lo chían mucho porque dice como un boxeador que por 2-3 minutos antes de la pelea está practicando y ya entra al ring ya con un poquito de sudor. Que igual que los gallos también, los filipinos les gustan como chillar los gallos antes de entrar al anillo. I mean, they build him up, but they don't tire him out, right? Just
Yes, they warm him up.
Warm up.
They let him shadow box him around.
que más que lo chillan un poquito más antes de la pelea.
Filipinos were gonna warm him up before they turn him loose.
And they're great breeders too, right?
They're the best of everything.
Que son los
They're
mejores
so
en
far
todo.
ahead of the American people. There's no contest.
Que están muy adelante de los
You will not.
gringos.
You hear the Americans talk. They do this wrong and they do that wrong, but after the first day, you get eliminated. You don't see no Americans there.
Dice que todos los gringos hablan mal, que hacen esto mal, aquello mal, pero que nunca llegan al final contra los filipinos. How about Mexico? You been to Mexico?
Yeah,
How many times?
several times.
Did you like Mexico?
Yeah,
The people?
yeah, I like the people.
Que le pregunto que si ha ido a México, digo que sí muchas veces, que le pregunto que si le gusta a la gente, digo que sí, que le gusta mucho a la gente. What do you think about the competition down there?
In Mexico,
Yes, sir.
They got some good roosters down there too.
Que también tiene un buen
They've gotten good too.
Que también hemos mejorado también mucho los mexicanos también. Muy bueno.
But they warm their roosters up too.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So besides the clarets, the roundheads, what else do you have, sir? And the Bobby Bows, right?
I got them Bobby Bowles because every time I fight one, he didn't look good winning, but he'd win.
Dice que los Bobby Bows, cuando ganaban, no ganaban impresionante, pero ganaban.
And they're not aggressive roosters, you know.
Que son muy listos.
You can just put them. You could put Bobby Bowles used to put 4, and when he put his wrist today, he put 4 in the corner, and because they ain't going nowhere.
You put them all together?
He put it one in this corner and one in that corner, and they stay there.
Dice que los Bobby Bowles los ponían en un cuarto los 4 gallos y que se quedaban en cada quien en su esquina, que no se peleaban. Somebody told me a story about Jumper where he fought a derby, he won the derby, and after the derby, all 4 fighters were eating from the same plate.
Probably. Jumper got pretty good there at the last. He was like me. I thought I knowed every damn thing, didn't know shit.
Dice que Jumper al final también se hizo muy buen gallero, que está como con relación que pensaba que sabía todo y no sabía nada. So you never stopped learning.
I always learn all my life, every day.
Y que siempre diario aprende algo diferente.
You got if you stop learning, you out of it.
Dice que si paras de aprender,
You learn
ya estás
something all
fuera
the
del negocio.
time.
That's where you at. That's where you got as far as you got.
Yeah. Now I got trophies in there, so damn many trophies you couldn't believe. I'll show you that trophy before you leave. I found it out there. It 74, I think it was.
What was that at? What was that?
Sunset.
Que ganó en 74.
That was the Kelso Memorial.
Did you win Cocker of the Year anytime in Sunset or no?
Oh, I won it several times, Cocker of the Year, and
Qué
I
bueno.
won it all over the Kemper Marley.
Que varias veces ganó Gallero del Año en Sunset. Que
I won that derby 6 years in a row.
6 years in a row.
Yeah.
Which derby is that?
Kemper Marley, that was the biggest derby they had back then.
Que el derby Kemper Marley era el derby más grande en Sunset, right?
No, he was from Arizona.
But it was at Sunset, that Kemper Marley tribute,
No. Yeah, it was a Sunset.
que lo ganó 6 veces consecutivos.